We all feel good when we've got some cash to spend. The better our bank balances, the better off we feel. But for businesses, it's not quite the same. Having a lot of cash is not a bad thing, but it's only half the story. Businesses also need to make a profit. Spare cash and profit seem like the same thing, but they're very different. And businesses that get them confused might find themselves out of business. This is Dave Radker, who started up a cafe bar in the Seven Dials area of Brighton. The business is well established now, but in the early days he nearly went bust. The reason? Too much cash? The thing about cafes and shops is they get cash up front mostly. So things can look very good at first, all the money flowing in. It was only later, when bills had to be paid, food for the restaurant, drinks for the bar and other bills, that Dave realised things weren't as good as he thought. Although his business was cash rich at first, in fact he was hardly making a profit. That meant that when the bills had to be paid, he was in big trouble.
Were you ever worried that you might lose the business?
There was a point where it was getting very close, cash flow was getting tight, and we were worried that we might not be able to pay the bills at the end of the month. After 9 months, we've made about £3,000.
£3 grand? Well, yeah. It's not a loss, is it? I mean,
it's not a loss, no, but that doesn't include any salary for me.
Right.
Any salary for you.
Yeah,
and we've also gone £40,000 over budget.
So we'd be in the situation of having the most popular bar in Brighton that's kind of packed out every night and be bust.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it. People say that's what happens.
As it happens, we just about broke even. That was very worrying, and it also was quite sobering in that you realise how easy it would be to go bankrupt.
It was only after Dave brought in proper financial controls that he was able to steer the company towards profitability and liquidity.